Inside Michigan Basketball, delivered by UPS. Bounce back. It's a phrase commonly used in sports for teams that lose. How will they respond? Michigan had perhaps their worst game of the Big Ten season in Bloomington, Indiana, in a loss to the Hoosiers on Super Bowl Sunday. What kind of resolve would they show when they came back home against Nebraska as they searched for the season series sweep? It was an emphatic pounding of the Cornhuskers.
Here's the deal. You got to love physical play. We sat there and we looked at that the other day, and I think we all shook our heads and said, that's not us. When we saw us back away from physical contact. We understand it. When you guys watch video with us, we get better every time. You know, you may not like some of the things. You get better every time because you're smart, you get it, you want to get better. So we got to go drive north-south with strength today. Last couple of games, we missed some team shots, and we definitely didn't take care of the ball. So we get every possession we can, right? Mulligan. It's like when you're in golf, right? You know what a mulligan is there in golf? If I hit the ball, right, and it goes over into the water, I say, you give me a mulligan, and the guys usually say, yeah. That means I just get to do it over again. You don't get to do this. You throw that ball away, you don't get that. You don't go to the other team and say, give me the ball back, I made a mistake. It's a possession we lost. All right, we're going to take care of that. All right? Limit. You ask Spike about him. He probably asks for him all the freaking time, the mulligans, right? Defense right now, we're going to do the same thing to them. We ain't giving them any mulligans. They're not going to get that extra possession. Right? So each time we're going to limit our turnovers, we're going to box them out, we're going to get things done. We need loud talk. There'll be another good crowd. We play, guess what? Breaking news. We play in front of a sellout every time. Blue won't make it. Blue! Right? You got a man coming. That's the way we have to talk today and get this thing done. We got to get that done. Switches, fires, everything. And then this is a big KYP. Don't not only go, as Pittsburgh gets the ball, you got to know where he is before he gets the ball. How hard do I got to get there? We got to know it's number 0. All right, he's over there. I'm not going to. You have to. We're not doing a lot of switching, are we? You're going to know your man. This is a big KYP game.
And one other thought here. Let's play angry tonight. Let's play angry tonight. Coach is talking about playing with a chip on his shoulder. That's what I'm talking about, right, Coach? Play angry tonight. What I mean, attack, be aggressive up the court. You're in attack mode. We play with no fear tonight. No fear. Play with power, play with love for each other, fight for each other, play with a sound mind, no fear. Champions are crowned in March, but they're forged in February. The championship teams take ownership. This is your team. I can't wait, just like Coach, to see how your team plays tonight.
Michigan started strong. Glenn Robinson on the opening possession had an alley-oop jam, followed by a couple of sweet-stroking threes from Karis LeVert. Stauskas leaves it for LeVert, jumps into a triple try. Bingo!
Beautiful, beautiful basketball.
Michigan hit 5 of their first 6 shots and led by as many as 9. The Cornhuskers were able to crawl within 4 before Michigan went nuts on a 12-2 run, keyed by freshman Zach Irvin off the bench. On a dribble drive and a kick out. Irvin, another look at it. Yes! And Glenn Robinson, who hit 3s and higher percentage hoops. Stauskas, no looks. Robinson stuffs it through. Oh, the 6th dime from Stauskas.
We were just being unselfish, and guys were being aggressive, trying to get to the basket. And when you do that, it's just easy to find the open man and get good shots.
Irvin stayed red hot, scoring a first half high 16. Weaves his way, no looks to Irvin. Another 3 on the way. Yes, it dropped through. Hit on the front of the rim and then fell down.
I just know my role on this team is be ready when my number's called, and I was able to tonight. My teammates were finding me in transition. And once I hit one, I just felt like the next one was going to go in. Just kept going in one to another.
The run would extend to 29-12, and Michigan looked really comfortable at home, leading by 28 at the break. There would be no letdown for the Wolverines in the second half. If anything, they stepped on Nebraska's throat, and Glenn Robinson led the way. Corner for Robinson's 3. Got it! Glenn Robinson's unconscious. He's got 17.
Something that we've been working on doing is not letting up, especially when we have teams down like that. Don't let up.
The Wolverines dominated in every facet. They owned the glass. They shot 50% from the floor, boasted 21 assists on 26 field goals made, led by a career-high 8 from Nick Stauskas.
It's just important to not let those leads go. I think we've done that a few times this year where we'll be up a little bit, and then we kind of rest in the second half. It was just important to, send a message and set the tone today.
And Glenn Robinson led everybody by matching a career-high 23 points. Here, Robinson, a pull-up for 15 money. It's almost too easy for Glenn Robinson, who's tied a career high with 23.
Just feeling it. You know, I've been working hard in the gym, getting up shots, and just glad to see him fall.
Michigan celebrated John Beilein's birthday with a 79-50 blowout of Nebraska to sweep the season series.
What I think is special about us, that any given night, any other player can go off. You know, I just think we just want to see the best for each other, and we're able to see that tonight. You know, just players playing well.
The margin of victory is the largest in conference play in the Beilein era and the largest for the Wolverines since 1998.
When we lose, we come back angry. We come back ready to play because you're such good students at learning what you can do better. We saw some terrific things today. We saw Big John take a full-fledged charge. Right, we saw Spike Albrecht taking charge too. Right, we saw Nick Stowski with 8 assists today. 8 assists.
Well, when I say those numbers, that it's the largest margin of victory since 1998 for a Michigan basketball team in Big Ten play. How does that make you feel?
It feels good. I mean, I really didn't expect this in this game. We really played well, and we caught Nebraska on a tough night. So it's just another W when it comes down to it, really, Matt. Just get a W, get done with it, and get ready for the next game, which is a really good Iowa team.
Well, a big reason they struggled, though, Coach, to 35% shooting is because of your defense. This really triggered everything, didn't it?
You know, our defense has been getting better. Some teams have had, you know, some success during the year, and it has to get better because you're not going to win at the level, championship level, if you're giving up the percentages we have. At the same time, our offense has carried us. It's not going to carry, as we saw at Indiana, it's not going to carry you on some nights. It's got to be your defense.
8th time you've held the team to 40% or fewer in a game, and this time in this game, you were perfect from the free throw line. You had 21 assists on 26 field goals made. You love that distribution of the basketball, don't you?
Yeah, it was really good. You know, a lot of fans came out on a very snowy day. It snowed all day today, and came out, and it was really neat to be able to win a game and have that crowd go home happy with a 6:30 game. So I'm just really happy that we were able to just get another win. And our kids, everybody shared the ball so well, Matt. That's really key.
It's amazing that the leading scorer on your club, the 4th leading scorer in the Big Ten, can take just a handful of shots, had a career high in assists, and you still win in going-away fashion. It shows you the balance your club is capable of.
Well, what Nick Stowski did today, I don't think anybody would expect. 8 assists and shut down the leading scorer in the league. I mean, he did a wonderful job on Petaway. He stayed between him and the basket. He contested him. Really an outstanding effort by him.
Swagger is a word that you and your staff use quite a bit. Glenn Robinson got that swagger back. After a little bit of a struggle at Indiana, he came out with a sense of purpose, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did, and he's been working really hard in practice. We've been trying to find ways to get him more aggressive. His teammates need to get him open. There's a lot of really good things that he has going on, but it all starts with our defense. We can't get him out on the break. We can't get him open if we end up not being able to play good enough defense.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
All right, next up, Michigan hopes to extend Iowa's home losing streak to 3 while sweeping the Hawkeyes in the season series. The highlights are right around the corner. Inside Michigan Basketball, delivered by UPS, is brought to you in part by the University of Michigan, C.S. Mott Children's Hospital, and by Absol Pure Water, the official bottled water of the Michigan Wolverines. Inside Michigan Basketball, delivered by UPS. Iowa came out with a sense of purpose from the get-go. Led by Southfield native Roy Devin Marble, he hit 4 of his first 5 triples and 5 of his first 8 shots overall to help the Hawkeyes to a 13-point lead. Iowa was pushing in transition and making Michigan pay all afternoon. Gazelle lobs up ahead. Woodbury catches, lays it up, lays it in. John Beilein wants a timeout. Karis LeVert did his best job to keep Michigan in it with 6 of the Wolverines' first 10 points, but Iowa's senior reserve Zach McCabe came in and gave the Hawkeyes a shot of adrenaline with a 3 and a hard baseline drive 2. Feeds McCabe, slides baseline off the glass and good. But Michigan had their own answer off the bench. Zach Irvin, who hit 4 of his first 5 attempts, including a pair of threes. Robinson right to left, bumped it midcourt, right side for Irvin. Irvin steps into a 3. Yes! Huge shot for Zach Irvin. Oh, that was gorgeous. But Marble always seemed to have an answer. He would finish the half, 8 of 13 from the floor with a game-high 22. Now to Marble. Step back 3 on the way, good. Iowa led it by 14 at the break. The second half wasn't much different, really. Iowa started using their strength, their length, and their size inside. They didn't rely on Marble, who finished with a game-high 26. Instead, they got others involved, like Mike Gazelle from the outside. Left side, Basabi, left corner. Gazelle jumps into a triple try, and it's good. And junior big man Gabriel Olasheni inside. Right mid-post, Olasheni turns, fires, and knocks it down. Michigan could never make it much of a game, really, trailing by as many as 27 after an Adam Woodbury dunk. Wolverines shoot just 42% on the day, get outmanned on the glass 38-29 and 15-9 on the offensive window. Iowa runs away and hides in an 85-67 knockout at home.
Well, what happened today? I mean, that was kind of a blitzkrieg at one point, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know, we just didn't come out ready to play at the beginning of the game. You know, you got to give Iowa credit, though. They came out there and played a great ball game. They're a great team. Just got to be ready to bounce back on Tuesday against Ohio State.
Has it faced some adversity all season long? Are you confident you can do just that?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, we have a great coaching staff. You know, I also have great teammates. We're just going to watch the film, just get better tomorrow.
What's the biggest difference? It looked like offensive rebounding, and it looked like their transition offense.
Yeah, we knew they were a great rebounding team, and they were good in transition. You know, we just had to stop the ball early, and we just got to box out and have some heart.
Sometimes these things happen in college basketball. It's going to happen with a team once in a while where one team is really on and your team just never really found its legs.
No, we didn't, Matt, and that's unfortunate, but it's part of the game. You know, when you play 30-some games a year, you're going to have some of these games. You hopefully don't have them at home, but on the road it happens. And our team will recover from it. We will have to find a way. It doesn't get any easier with Ohio State looming on Tuesday at the same time. It's a reality. We got to live with it.
Talk a little bit about the key factors, their transition offense and their ability to offensive rebound. They had 15 offensive rebounds. They only had 10 against you in Ann Arbor.
It's two big factors that we tried to prepare for on short rest. It was hard to, but still, Matt, in reality, you prepare for those all years long, so that's not an excuse. We had to get them off the board. They're longer than us. They're stronger than us. They're a little older than us. They really dominated the offensive boards when we did get stops. And then, you know, whether it was a tough shot selection, a tough call, a missed shot, even after some scores, our transition defense wasn't what it needs to be. And they've done that to a lot of people coming into this building, but they didn't do it to Ohio State, and they didn't do it to Michigan State, and that's concerning.
Coach, can you tell me a little bit about your shot selection? Did you like it? Because these are the top 2 shooting teams in the Big Ten. You don't shoot the percentage you'd like, but did you have the shots you wanted?
No, I think we took a couple of ill-advised ones early that set the tone that we shouldn't be shooting. And we had a turnover. We just got to be better at a couple of different positions right now. We just got to keep working. So we'll keep working through it. We'll find ways to get better, and that's all there is to it.
Talk about a couple of guys, specifically Karis LeVert, continues to really impress with his overall game, not just scoring.
Yeah, he is really an impressive young man. He keeps getting better. You know, and we trust him with the ball in his hands. He really did a good job. And then Zach Irvin came off the bench today. It's unique to have a freshman that can perform like he can on such a short call. But the man sees the bottom of the basket like the really great shooters do.
We really don't see that any moment has been too big for him either. He almost welcomes that challenge.
No, it's a great asset to have coming off the bench. I have no question that he'll be ready when called upon again.
Coffee with the Coach presented by Tim Hortons. Today's question is from Alex from New York, New York. There's a lot of parity in the Big Ten. What does that say about the conference, do you think?
Well, it's very obvious. I think I credit the Big Ten Network a great deal. It's been able to give a lot of extra income
to different universities to upgrade their facilities. They see that coming in, and the universities themselves have said basketball. We lead the league in tennis, or we lead the country in tennis every year, and I mean we don't play in front of a non-sellout. That doesn't happen in Division I basketball. It just doesn't happen. It might happen if you go to Syracuse, and it might happen maybe if you're at Villanova or a few places. But this Big Ten, it's all 12 schools, so it's a tremendous parity that we have, and they've got great programs, and we have Hall of Fame coaches.
Coach, we appreciate the time.
All right, thank you.
Michigan has numbers ahead. Rostovsky. Madison, kick out. Finds Thompson open for three. You betcha.
Freshman guard Sarah Thompson scored a career-high 25 points, 16 coming in the second half to lead the women's team to a 70-68 road win against Northwestern on February 6th. Michigan is now 4-1 on the road in Big Ten play this season. Michigan hosted Purdue in the annual Pink Game on Sunday. The Wolverines led by as many as 14 points in the first half before the Boilermakers made a run to cut Michigan's lead to just 2 points at the half. Purdue used a 12-0 run in the second half to take a 40-39 lead, a lead they would never surrender. That was the game's only lead change as Purdue went on to win 65-56. Michigan has lost 4 of 6 Big Ten home games this winter. I'm Sarah Van Meter. I'm here with head coach Kim Barnes-Rico. Coach, we've hit the halfway point of the Big Ten season. What have you been able to take away so far?
That the Big Ten Conference is the best conference in women's college basketball. I think that we are deep throughout. I think the level of competition has been great. I think the coaches are tremendous, and we enjoy going out and representing the Big Ten every single night.
If I had told you at this time of the season that we would be 6-5 right now, what would you say to that?
I would say that's terrific. Let's keep it going. I'm really proud of the way our team has responded and the way our team has grown and the way that we continue to improve night in and night out. And I think, you know, they've really bought into creating something special, and the team is doing a great job.
As we hit this home stretch of the Big Ten season, what are the things to move forward?
Well, I think we need to continue to get better each and every single day. I think, you know, we need to make sure our practices are intense and we're going as hard as we can in practice every day. I think we need to really key on our opponents and know their personnel and continue to do a great job of that. And just try to have fun, try to enjoy the moment, and try to keep rested because the season has been a grind and we have some young kids, but they're gaining valuable experience each and every single day.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Sarah. Go Blue.
Michigan hosts Nebraska Thursday night. Stay tuned. Matt Shepard is back with this week's Alro Steel Iron Man of the Week. I'm Sarah Van Meter.
Absopure is committed. Our Alro Steel Iron Man of the Week is Karis LeVert. Another solid performance and an all-around performance. I know you take a great deal of pride in your scoring, but to be able to rebound, assist, and defend has been really impressive so far this season. What have you enjoyed most about your recent surge?
I mean, I guess everybody being successful, guys coming off the bench like Zach and Spike, and really giving us a boost off the bench. So I think that's probably the funnest thing.
Zach came off the bench and did a nice job against Iowa, but sometimes it's almost too far gone. What do the starters need to do better against the Hawkeyes?
A lot of things. Early in the game, we lost Marble in transition a couple times. We hit some threes. We didn't bounce back as well as we wanted to. Going into the second half, they went on another run, so we just got to bounce back better.
There's some consolation knowing that you have bounced back from tough losses on the road so far this year.
Definitely. We've showed that we can handle taking tough losses and really turning them into big wins.
Defensively, you guys were so good against Nebraska. Was it just the transition defense that frustrated you a little bit against Iowa? What happened defensively?
Yeah, definitely. Transition defense was a big thing. Also, offensive rebounding was another big thing. They killed us on the glass.
Thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Inside Michigan Basketball, delivered by UPS. Let UPS put the power of logistics to work for you.
I'd say it was just defensively, we just let up a lot of open threes. You know, even in transition, they got a lot of easy layups and stuff like that, so we got to do a better job.
Just basketball sometimes, because the defense was so good against Nebraska, and I know it's on the road and it's a different team, but is that just sports sometimes?
You know, I think it happens, especially with the Big Ten. You know, going on the road is, you know, obviously really difficult. But Iowa, they played a great game today. They played better than us, and we're just going to have to watch the film and try to get better from this one.
It gives you hope that you can bounce back with another tough road game in Columbus.
I think we've showed that we can battle on the road earlier this season. Obviously, the last 2 ones has been tough for us, but I have confidence in our guys. You know, we got a lot of guys who are talented and capable, and I think we're going to bounce back from this one.
That's a wrap on this week's edition of Inside Michigan Basketball. Next week, we recap the road game in Columbus, the only game this year against the Buckeyes, and a home game against the Badgers as Michigan seeks the season series sweep. Enjoy the rest of your week. And until then, go Blue.